Hello, welcome to another Plenty video. I hope that you guys are all doing so well. So today I'm going to be doing, well, I don't really know. We're going to be doing some plant chores, but I don't really know what exactly is on the list yet. I just decided to start filming and we're going to figure it out. I do know for sure that I need to sort out my Monstera dubia here. I'll show you what it's looking like. So I made this moss plank, I don't know, a couple of months ago probably now, and it's just not working out for me. It's just not. It's so unstable that every time I pick this up to like water this or put this in the shower or something, the plant comes unattached. Do you see? Oh look, it's like the whole thing is like not even rooted in there. So if it's not even going to be able to root in the moss because of that, then there's really no point in having it on this moss pole. So I am thinking of moving it over to the plank, which I think is going to be really good, especially because it's a shingling plant. I think that this is like the best candidate for the plank out of my collection, really. Other than a Scindapsus, I would like to try that too. But for now, I'm going to be transferring this guy. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here, because I was thinking of just like taking it off of the moss and then fastening it onto there and, you know, leaving everything the same basically. But now I'm wondering if I should repot, or wait, when did I pot this up? I guess I did repot it last time I did this. So, okay, I guess it doesn't need to be repotted. I need to figure out what I want to do here. All right, well, I guess I am going to start by just like removing it fully from the moss pole. So let's start there. Oop. Okay, so this is what we are left with. I just kind of wanted to give you guys like a close-up of what this looks like. This plant grows like a beast. Like, it's honestly always working on a new leaf. However, look at the coloring. Like, it really seemed to lose a lot of its silver markings. Look at that. And it's not mature enough for that to happen, I don't think. So it's kind of weird. That happened after I moved it out of the IKEA greenhouse cabinet. Let's take a look at the aerials on the back. So you can see some of them were rooting into the moss, and then I just wasn't able to keep it moist enough without moving the plank, and then the whole plant would come unattached from the plank, and it just was a bit of a gong show. And honestly, I'm really glad to not have to deal with that thing anymore. It was just so unstable and honestly just a pain in the butt. We do have a new vine coming out over here. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen this leaf on the back. So cute. Yeah, so we do have this new vine coming out here, putting out some leaves, which is great. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to just show you guys like how thick the stem is getting on this. Like, do you see that? It's quite thick. Like, that's really turned into a much more mature stem than it used to be. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna be fastening it onto the plank. I do also have Monstera dubia cuttings that I was thinking about maybe potting in here as well. I think I'm gonna do that too. We're just gonna have like a full pot of this, I guess. Okay, the sun is out today, everybody. I have not seen the sun in, well, I've seen it for very small pockets of time, but there hasn't been like a sunny day like this in probably 3 weeks, so very happy about that. So these, oh, sorry, kind of in a weird sunny spot. So these are my Monstera dubia cuttings. Actually, I think it might just be one, and then it's like growing multiple vines out of that. Anyways, it's super long, so I'll probably be cutting this up. Maybe I'll put it back into my prop box, some of the vines. I don't really know. I just know it's been in here for a long time and it needs to come out. Look at the roots on the bottom. Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad news. Bad news. I don't know how this happened, but the roots are rotted on this. That's like the main branch of the roots and it's completely rotted, and then the rest of the roots just look like really piddly and sad. Shoot. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world, because I already have Monstera dubia and we obviously have like so many nodes to work with here. So I'm going to, well, I'm gonna take these roots off first of all. And then I think I'm gonna cut this up and put it in my prop box to reroot. Yeah. Dang, well, I guess we're not adding that into this pot then, but that's okay. Just gonna cover up the little hole there. Okay, so I've just got to figure out how I'm going to put this on here. Oh, it's gonna be so cool when this is climbing on here. Seriously, super cool. I guess I'm just gonna use tape like I was using before. So I just used packing tape, which is a question that I've gotten before when I had my silver sword on here. It's just clear packing tape. And I've never had it like damage a plant. Just gonna cut it into 2 thinner pieces. Maybe I can rip it. There we go, nice. Good enough, okay. So, I guess I'll start. I'm gonna put this a little bit to the side because we have that other vine in here too. Boy. Okay. Grab the next one. I wish it was warm enough for me to put this outside. I feel like it would just take off. Not in the direct sun though. Does anyone remember what happened to my plants last year when I put them in the sun? It was unwell. Okay, maybe I'll put one more little piece to just guide that one. This leaf doesn't look great. Let's pray for this plant, you guys. I just have kind of a bad feeling. I don't know why, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just not happy with how that new leaf is looking. A big reason that I don't like growing plants on planks is because it's so hard to move them. Like, I can't really just pick this up and take it to the shower. I mean, I guess I can, but it's just more difficult. So I mostly water them like just in their spot, which is fine, but I really do just prefer being able to take my plants to the shower. but we'll see how this goes. This is Plants on Planks take 2. Second plant that I've tried on one. How would it not like it though? Like, I feel like the dubia is just like bound to like it. Can you even see the top leaf? Oh no, it's off the camera. I keep talking about how I'm worried about this top leaf looking kind of yellow, and you guys couldn't even see it on the camera this whole time. Sorry. I'm also just going to fasten this vine on. Might as well. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. This actually looks quite good, like better than I was expecting, I would say. And I am gonna be moving this to the original spot that this plant lives in, which is in my bedroom. And I just think that this plant is going to like it better in there. It's going to get brighter light from grow lights, and it's a little bit more humid in there. Well, actually, it's not true. It's about the same. But definitely more light, I think, which will probably help out the coloring on the leaves here. But yeah, that's what it's looking like, and I guess I'm just gonna carefully move it in there now. The reason that I didn't do this in my bedroom is because it's like wedged into the back of my whole little plant section, so it's just like there's not really room to work. Okay, here's what it looks like in its spot. That was quite difficult to get it in there, so can definitely say that I'm not going to be moving that very often. I really had to contort to squeeze it in there, but yeah, I think it's going to be happier there. We shall see. I will keep you guys updated. I have hopes and dreams of it climbing all the way up and maturing. Okay, I'm gonna think of what else I need to do. I'm just really in the mood to do more like fun plant chores like that. I consider that to be more of a fun plant chore. The ones that I don't consider to be fun are like watering, just like the routine stuff that I have to do like every day anyways. I like being able to do new things with my plants, so like put them on new supports or move them around or give them new pots. So I'm gonna sit here for a second and just think about what is on my list that I need to do that is fun. Also, I'm going to be taking apart that moss plank that I just took it off of, which I do not consider to be a fun plant chore, but I'm going to be saving all of that moss and using it again, of course. Okay, so I've decided that the next thing that I'm going to do is pot a couple of my wet sticks that I have actually been dying to pot up, and now they both have leaves out, and it is my Philodendron Dark Lord and Philodendron Majestic that were wet sticks. Oh my goodness, the Dark Lord is like going off. Okay, let me try to hold him so you can see. Look at, there's super long roots like jutting out everywhere. Oh my goodness. So that is what he is looking like. Definitely ready to be potted up. Has 2 leaves, a third one on the way coming out here. And then the Philodendron Majestic has finally put out a leaf. Oh shoot, there's only like one little root. I was really hoping I'd be able to pot it up today. No, we're not gonna be able to pot it up, but I'll show it to you. That's what it's looking like. Look at that baby leaf. It's so cute. We just have a tiny little root though, so I'm gonna tuck this one back into the prop box, and maybe in a few weeks it will be good to go. But I'm really glad it put out that leaf, and it's actually starting to root now. I was quite concerned for a little while about those. I'm happy to do the Dark Lord though. I'm just working on the floor today, I guess. So I'm gonna be using one of these little containers. These were given to me by one of my plant friends, and it's like the perfect little container. So thank you, Natasha, because I love these. Yeah, this is literally going to be a perfect fit for him. Just going to add in some potting mix. These roots are wild. I think after this I want to propagate my Hoya linearis because I've just been meaning to do that and I keep seeing it every day. It's right by my laundry basket. So it's time. It's time. Okay, oh my goodness, these roots. Okay. Okay. So he is all potted up in there. That's what he's looking like. Perfect. Okay, I've got the linearis. Now this plant is quite long, but I want it to be more full. Like it's really just a few vines coming out of here. And I underwatered it, so I have all of this dead kind of foliage on the end here, which I'm just gonna cut off. This is not like salvageable. So I'm gonna cut. There's like a lot of naked vine on this one, so I'm gonna cut below where the foliage kind of like stops here, the naked part. There's a couple leaves on the end, so I guess I'm just gonna root this into a new cutting that I can put back in. You have to remember which side is the bottom. Remember when I potted my pothos upside down like 3 times in a row? That was unwell. Let's look at the rest of this. There's more like parts that are not looking great, like this. I mean, this I could cut. It's like pretty sparse on this vine too. This is kind of what I do with Hoya linearis. Like whenever it starts growing sparse, I just chop it. So now I have this. This is actually quite a nice piece. I'm gonna cut it into 2. Maybe I'll cut it right. Yeah, cut it right here. I should have brought a paper towel because now this white stuff is getting all over in here and it stains. It's so hard to get this Hoya stuff off. Oh well. Just be careful not to get it on your clothes or anything. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this leaf because it's just gonna rot being in the water. I am gonna be water propagating these. Okay, is that gonna be good? Is that gonna be good? I think that's pretty good. Now it's not gonna be like trailing down too far either. Kind of want to take one more cutting. Well, we have 3 there, so 3 should be pretty good, shouldn't it? I think so. I love Hoya linearis. This was like one of the first plants, like rare plants that I really wanted when I first started getting into plants, and I still love it just as much. It has a lot of like cute new growth coming out at the ends right now. It's never bloomed for me. I've had it for a couple of years, but I've always kind of been like chopping it and propping it. I sold a bunch of them. I used to like cut this up and sell the cuttings all the time. I don't do that anymore with my plants really. So now we're all about just making a fuller pot. And also I moved this to my canopy bed in my bedroom. It was living in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet, which it loved, but it seems super happy living in my bedroom and getting less light. I know some people were commenting that these can do okay in lower light, but I also had some people commenting saying do not do that, like it wants really high light. So in my experience, it's doing just fine with lower light, and yeah, it's looking really good, besides when I underwater it and the leaves crisp off. Okay, so that is where the linearis prop is gonna live. I just filled it up with some water. I have some laundry hanging up here, so that's what that's about, but yeah. And then I have my little baby Dark Lord here. Oh my goodness, it's dripping. Okay, I'm gonna find a spot in here. I think I'm just gonna pop it right here for now on the shelf. Alright you guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. Please leave me a comment down below. I feel like this is a little bit short. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell, and then I get editing and it's like the opposite of what I thought. But if it is short, I'm sorry. I just have so much stuff to do this evening, and a lot of it is more like boring plant chores that I don't need to be filming, so I'm gonna get cracking on that stuff. I did get a wish list plant yesterday, and I honestly can't believe it. My like top wish list plant. I'm so shook, so I cannot wait to show you that. I will be showing it in an upcoming video, and I got like several other plants. Somebody gave me like the most generous planty package ever. I was honestly so shocked, and yeah, I just can't believe that I have my top wish list plant now. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen it, but yeah, it's really crazy. So I'm trying to get everyone situated, and I have a bunch of watering to do and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope that you are having a lovely day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.